Greetings, my soft and salted friends. I make you all sound like pretzels. That's not what you are. There we go. Okay. I remember the music tonight. I forgot the music last night. I remember the music tonight. I'm the fucking best at streaming, man. So tonight we're back to Syberia, the world before. We were just entering the College of Music. Let's see. Hello, Syria. Let's see if, I think we were entering the College of Music. We weren't actually inside. I don't know if we're going to be allowed inside. But... making my post, making my post. There we go. Open up and let you in. You're in. You're here. I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, dear. Time to play Is That Crumb on My Desk or in My Water Glass? Okay, it was on my desk. Could see it through the bottom of the cup, and I was like, oh no, is there something in my cup? But no, there was nothing in my cup. Well, there's water in my cup. Water. Water. Traditionally delicious. So tonight we're doing, yeah, I already did tonight we're doing Syberia, because we are.
Ice is frozen water.
Ice is frozen water. Did you know that water is apparently liquid magma? I guess. I'm not going to be able to get past that. Thank you, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2. You have taught me a new state of matter. Why is there a game on my Steam front page just called Melatonin? It's a rhythm game about trying to sleep. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. So water is it's true. Oh man, that game is just straight up Diablo. Like straight up Diablo 1. Well, I'm gonna stop looking at Steam. I'm gonna stop looking at Steam's front page. Because I'm tempted to put Steam's front page up while I go through it. And I know we're gonna get like, surprise! It's titties! And I'm gonna get immediately banned from Twitch. So, that would be bad. Deep Steam Q oh no, 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 no. Not with the amount of, I would have to turn on some safe search stuff first. Or everybody would have to get really cool about a lot of stuff really quickly. And I don't think Twitch is going to do that. This is the kind of thing that Selena's talking about with, like, her, like, going off somebody else's server or whatever. The difference is that she actually wants that to happen, and I'm like... I do not want people to look at my private interests on stream. Those are for Lazy Talk. Those are for your aunt. They're not for you. Anyway. Was I playing this with a controller? I legitimately do not remember. Your aunt has ant time. Yeah, ant time. Stop. Ant time. Oh, that's gonna be incomprehensible to the children's. Do the children know about MC Hammer? The children should not know about MC Hammer. I can't remember if I was playing this with a controller or not, actually. My brain is having a fuzz moment. Oh well. I'll just pick it up again and do whatever comes naturally. So, let's swap over to here. I was at You Believe. Okay, cool. I think I may have to adjust some things. I'm sorry, bees. I'm gonna have to close you. May have to adjust some things. There's some sizing stuff going on with the screen. Game's loading. Game's loading. Game's not capturing. Put that. Okay, yeah, that is very slightly too big. Let's goonch this down. And then let's goonch you guys out. And I'm gonna have to change this back for Ty later, but, you know, big whoop. And somehow I ended up beneath the chat in priority. Oh, well, you guys can cut off the tips of my ears. That's fine. I don't resent that. It's like Monster Hunter. Okay, that's not capturing at all. Why not? Because it needs the Windows 10 capture? Yes, okay. Oh, hi, Kate. You're on the title screen now. Da, 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 da. I don't remember much of the soundtrack to the Syberia games, although, YouTube has been popping up with copyright notices for various symphonies and such. But this little, like, leitmotif that means Kate Walker is around, that's stuck in my head for life, I think. How's the sound balance, by the way? Just making a quick check-in on that. Balance is good. Okay. Yeah, the Vagan Music Academy. Maybe they still have a file on data. Uh, Psychologically, by the way, I bought a pink transparent controller from 8-Bit Do that has this, like, beautiful rainbow glow around the thumbsticks. And when it's not flashbanging me, it is making me feel very affirmed in my life choices. Like, having the appropriate colors for things can sometimes be really, it feels good. It's this pink transparent one. I bought a pink non-transparent one for the Switch. I'm not bragging here. I really love these. I really love these controllers a bit. They're good. They feel good. All right, let's get up and into the school, which is kind of dilapidated. It kind of hurts to see this is a bassoon, right? I was about to say a clarinet because I saw the tip of it, but then well, that's like a contrabassoon. Ended up buying a new 8-Bit dope. Yeah, everybody's getting 8-Bit dope pads because they fucking rule. I don't know why they're so good. I'm not paid as a sponsor, by the way. Although, if you got 8-Bit dope, if you want to sponsor me, hit me up. I'll fucking chill your shit. What's this? Eviction notice, Town Council, Vaughan, Organstall, the Music Academy, blah, blah, blah. Dear Sirs, IRD 1362, you're given an eviction notice. You failed to pay rent due and in arrears. Demand to pay rent. You have neglected to pay rent. So you can pay rent. Okay. Something newer than Hall Effect. Yeah, I don't know what the thing is you were talking about, if you want to describe it.
All these letters. They look like letters of formal notice. They probably haven't been paying the bills for some time.
Yeah. Believe me, if I could get away with it, I wouldn't be paying the bills either. Can I? Vaughan marks 60 years of liberation with Music Academy celebrations. Jubilant outdoor ball. The Music Academy, a centuries-old teaching establishment, became the commandantur of the Brown Shadow before hosting Allied headquarters after the liberation. Ah, that's what's gonna fucking happen to Dana. Hate that. So on a more somber note, the director of the Academy noted the drop of inscriptions plunged the Academy into a grave financial... Yeah. It's a beautiful building, though. I just...
So that's the famous Vaughan Music Academy? It's not what I was expecting.
Well, it's seen better days.
It looks like the rector is desperate to reduce the costs of running the academy.
This is not a public phone. Tunneling magneto-resonance uses quantum tunnelings to make your joysticks more sensitive. That absolutely fucking befaffles me. That quantum tunneling is now usable for things. Like, I want to read a paper on that, on how they decided to use that for joysticks. Alright, I am, however, apparently allowed to make outgoing calls here. And this leads to an Easter egg that I knew about, but didn't expect to come up, which is that you can call any number from the previous games, except apparently the Barokstadt locks. You can't solve that puzzle from like 2 games away. So, I'm going to take a quick glance at the Steam guide to see who we might want to call. Numbers from Syberia to include Oscar. Can we phone Oscar? 618. 812. Okay.
Kate Walker, I am no longer equipped with a telecommunication device. And besides, may I remind you that I'm right here, in your bag. You can talk to me whenever you please.
Okay, to be fair, calling Oscar was a bit of a stretch, but I think that's very funny. Who was Candy Roth? Let's call Candy Roth. 625 112. 625 112. Is that not correct? Oh, 122. 615 122. My fault. Or was it 625? It was 625. You know, I'm very good at remembering numbers. That is a specialty of mine. Alright, better double check. 122. Who is this?
Thank you for calling Candyroff. Our offices are closed for the winter season, but we'll be delighted to deal with your order at the thaw. In the meantime, why not try our delicious Hoing Ing, the bite-sized
That!
candy with sugary taste, or our hazelnut stuffed Klondikes, or even our Canadian specialty, Honey Katawas.
Honey Katala. What is a Honey Katala? I'm Googling that. We're learning so much, and none of it matters. I love it. What is a Honey Katala? I get, like, somebody's actual Facebook page. So, apparently it's fictional. Let's see. We could also call Dan Olivia. We could try to call her mother. I don't feel good about that. We could do it, but I don't want to. Can we ring the little bell?
Guten Tag!
What now? If you're from the council, you can come back when I'm not so busy.
He would have been in plain sight.
Oh, sorry, you startled me.
So, now what do you want, council minion?
I'm not from the council. I'm just a visitor here. I came because I was hoping to look at the file of a student from the 1930s.
Oh. I'm sorry,
It's cool, man.
just that I
Customer
haven't
service
time
is
for
shit.
digging up old files from 70 years ago. I have way too much to do here, you understand.
I can tell you're a little overwhelmed. Where's the rest of the staff? Or maybe a student could show me.
You are standing in front of the rector, and the only employee of this academy. My name is Maximilian Mahler, and it falls upon me to manage everything on the premises. The maintenance, the archiving, and the lot before we close next month. So, if you don't mind...
I'm very sorry to hear that the academy is closing, and I can see you're extremely busy, but I've come such a long way to see it. I'd be so grateful if you could locate it. It's really important to me.
And so is this place important to me, too. And I would love to hear the mechanical orchestra play one last time before the academy closes. But, alas, I can't, can I? Unless,
Unless what?
well, you know.
It's blackmail, then, is it? But you know, this is just how every emotional transaction works in Syberia. We do something for someone, and they do something for us. Sometimes we do several things for someone, and then they don't do anything for us. But...
All right, then. So if I get the mechanical orchestra going, you'll get me that file, right?
Oh, of course, Fraulein. Of course.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Believe it or not, I have seen mechanisms like the one on the square before.
Well, in that case, I promise to give you the file in return for your services.
Thanks.
But I must warn you that the square has undergone some transformations over the years, and some parts of the mechanism may be difficult to get to.
Don't worry, I'll make myself thin and slide between the cracks.
You'll find some of them scattered around the square, and some of the others you'll find in the clock tower. Now, if you'll excuse me for a second.
What are you...
Now, what is the name of that student you're interested in?
Rose. Dana Rose.
And what were the years she attended our illustrious academy?
In the 30s. 1937, to be precise.
Oh, And here it is. And here you will find the annual inspection reports of the mechanisms by Frau Beckmann.
Frau Beckmann?
She was the rectress of the Academy during the years you spoke of. These are from 1937. You see, I have a marvelous memory regarding archives. This is why I have chosen Frau Beckmann's, because there's something in here regarding that Edna Droz you spoke of.
Dana Rose.
Quite. You will also find some sheet music with annotations. This is the Hymn of Wagen, which you must play on the piano on the square in order to activate the Orchestra of Automatons. Once you have fixed the mechanisms, of course. All right then, here you go. What are you waiting for?
You know, he actually gave us some shit up front, which not everybody will do that. Hymn of Wagen.
This sheet music corresponds to the piano part for the Hymn of Wagen. Someone's added annotations. They could help me play the hymn on the piano on the square, like the rector asked me to.
I bet Donna added those. Memo.
I wonder what it's supposed to represent.
I would get, well, my first thought was guitar frets, but that seems unlikely. Like, I've seen some guitar tablature, but this... maybe like a player piano sort of thing? I don't know. We'll keep it we'll keep it in mind.
The report that the rectoress of the academy filled in with the help of Dana back in the 30s. According to the present rector, I should find all the information I need to repair the mechanisms on the square.
Alright, cool.
Music Academy Inspection Report, October 12, 1937.
Today, I was due to inspect the musical mechanisms that enable students to give a public display of their talent and enable us to showcase the quality of our teaching to the people of our beautiful town.
I think I figured out part of what feels a little odd to me in Syberia 4, which is that I'm used to it being Kate's story.
Like every year, I needed a volunteer.
Here,
from our
Kate is the
students
framing
to help me
device
during
for
the
someone else's
inspection.
story.
And this year's choice was obvious.
I'm fine, really.
Well, you're looking off color, darling, and on edge.
No, it's just that I haven't heard from Leon since he left with the Origin expedition from Kantar. And also,
Well, we've got company. You'll tell me later, Dana, darling. Meantime, be good and stay safe.
You too, Yunta.
Is everything all right? You look under the weather. We don't want one of our best and brightest to fall ill now, do we?
I'm just a little worried, that's all. About a friend who has left on a long voyage.
And who was that lady?
Just a friend I met this summer.
You do keep some surprising company, Fraulein Rose. Anyway, I have something for you that will take your mind off things.
Oh?
Would it interest you to see the mechanisms that enabled you to perform so brilliantly here last spring?
That would be wonderful.
Good. Come and join me at the kiosk when you have a moment. But don't be too long, though.
Alright. Better run, new customers arriving. I can only say so much has changed since that memorable evening at the refuge when I met Leon. Alright. So we've got her diary. That's it. So we could head up and talk to her. What's up, man? Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, today's the yearly service of the mechanisms on the square.
Okay. Oh, there's a painter. This triggers an odd bit of nostalgia in me. This bit here, where it shifts camera angles, makes me think of the old PlayStation 1 RPGs with pre-rendered backgrounds, where the camera would jump between close in and far out, depending on where you were. And that was an odd rush of, like, nostalgia, and I don't know. It felt good.
Come and see, Fraulein.
Incredible.
Isn't it just?
Hey,
You
we're
see
gonna
these
find out what the
flags?
fuck this is for.
Each mechanism housing for each musical automaton on the square is represented by one of these flags.
Fascinating.
Today is the day they are being serviced. Each mechanism has been inspected by an Academy maintenance man. In theory, they're all functional. But if you like, you can go and see these maintenance men on my behalf and fetch back their respective reports.
If I like.
You would be doing me a big favor, as I have to inspect the piano in the kiosk. And also, it will give you a chance to take a peek at each of the automaton mechanisms.
And naturally, Dana wrote down what she saw, and naturally, Kate is gonna read it and use it to repair the mechanisms.
Thank you. I'd be delighted.
Now, take this. You'll need it to open the maintenance room that leads to the most impressive mechanism of all, that of the clock tower.
Thank you, Frau Beckmann.
Do you have any questions before you go?
Do you know who built the mechanical orchestra? My father told me it didn't exist when he was young.
They were built by a strange young French inventor by the name of Vorarlberg some years ago. From what I heard, he was visiting Wagen while en route to the east, just after the huge fire that destroyed the town. He was moved by the legend of Vera Schönberg, that virtuoso who died in the fire. So he offered his talents to rebuild the city and create the mechanical orchestra.
You don't get crazed young inventors like that anymore. And I think it's a shame. You don't get people who show up to the scene and go, hey, I'd love to rebuild your town bigger and better than ever. I'd love to make it just as cool as possible. Why? Because I fucking can. Because I know how. Of course, you probably didn't get it in reality either, so, maybe I'm lamenting the wrong thing, but I think that would be such a great thing.
What happened to Vera Schönberg? My mother always says it's the saddest story.
And she's right. You probably know that Vera Schönberg was Wagen's most famous musician at the beginning of the century. But her legend was truly born the night she performed a cello concerto, right here on the square. It was also the night of the worst fire in Wagen's modern history.
And Frau Schönberg, she died in the fire, right?
She did. As well as all the other musicians and the entire audience. They were surrounded by flames, trapped on this square.
How dreadful.
Dreadful indeed. But according to the legend, Vera Schönberg kept playing Wagen's hymn until the very end. She understood they were all doomed to die, and her music brought them peace of mind during their last moments.
Like the band on the Titanic.
This automaton you played with last spring was created in her image as a final tribute.
I had no idea.
Well, now you know all about the legend of Verischonberg. Was there something else, Fraulein Rose?
If everyone died at the concert, how did they know she kept playing? Well, they did say legend.
When the mechanical orchestra played along with me last spring, it was incredible. But how does it manage to play at the same tempo as the piano? It was almost like in a dream.
Oh, it wasn't dream work, Fraulein, but clockwork. The piano is connected to the mechanism that you are going to inspect, and the hymn of Wagen played on the keys.
Oh, it
That's
only
what
works with
sets
one
the
song.
rhythm and the intensity of the performance. And that's what triggers everything else.
I'll go and see the maintenance team.
Good. Thank you, Fraulein.
I mean, I guess it only works with one song. Maybe you just play the hymn to calibrate it. Maintenance room key.
According to Frau Beckmann, it opens the maintenance room just next to the clock tower.
The intensity of the performance activates everything else, so it really is a measure of your skill. Yeah. I would doubt that if it was anybody else, but Hans Vorarlberg? Yeah, sure, he can do that. Alright. Sorry, what were my goals? Kate, repair the mechanical orchestra. Okay. Let's go get some reports. You're a painter, you're not doing anything. Yeah, I believe he can understand the intensity of the music, or that kind of thing.
I can hardly believe I held my concert here just 6 months ago. 6 months. Seems like a lifetime. So much has happened. Meeting Leon for a start. It would be so good if he were here now. I love receiving his letters since he left to Baltea with the Origin expedition. The way he described Kantar, the capital, made it sound like a city from a dream. We've said so much on paper, and I love to read between the lines. But since the expedition left Kantar for the mountains, no news. I just hope he's okay.
Like, the one and only problem. The one and only thing that I find kind of unbelievable here is that, like, if such a park existed, I feel like birds would have made nests in everything, and they would immediately become clogged. I guess that's why they do inspections. You know, I don't go out to the park enough. I should, like, walk out to the park sometime and just sit and look at shit.
You can tell, Frau Beckman, this automaton still works correctly, but it's so filthy that it won't last long. It's going to take me the whole day to give it a good clean if it's to get past winter.
Alright, this guy needs to clean. How's it going with you, man? Okay, hold on. This seems important. 1973.
1973. That could be useful.
Alright, what do we got in here?
The maintenance man said it was functional. I shouldn't touch it.
Oh, they're tuning it! I think. At least in part. Okay, that's what they're doing in here.
So you're the one Frau Beckman sent, are you? Well, you can tell her there's no problem with this automaton. Just needs cleaning up and a bit of oiling. Have a gander at the mechanism if you like.
Alright, let's get Kate
Looks
over
like
there.
The rector was right, Oscar. I should be able to find the mechanisms he wants me to repair by following the circuit Dana described in the report.
They would still need to be accessible to us today, Kate Walker.
Glad to see you haven't lost any of your legendary optimism, my dear Oscar.
And I have a goal to question the rector about the main square. Can I just talk to... No.
Excuse me? Hello?
Now what?
I see you're not a fan of modernizing the square.
Oh, the council, in its great wisdom, deemed it outdated and unpredictable for the musical automatons to be triggered by the best student in the academy, or a soloist, or a virtuoso visiting Vargan. Not to mention buskers, they certainly don't attract any tourists. No, what they thought was they would electrify and computerize the activation of the mechanical concert. So it would happen on a schedule, like an attraction.
Did they do it?
Oh, the talks went on, but nothing was ever done. And so the square has basically been abandoned. And the mechanical automatons have fallen into disrepair.
Honestly, I would rather have it on a computerized schedule than, like, abandoned completely, but you do lose a bit of the human touch that way, come to think of it. You lose the human touch completely if it all goes to rot, though.
Why is the academy going to close?
For the simple reason that we have no students. No students, no lessons. No lessons, no academy.
And why are there no students? That's not a stupid question.
Because the mayor has taken away our grant that enabled our institution to become famous the world over.
Why would he do that?
Oh, budget restrictions, apparently. So, no staff.
No funding
students.
for the arts. What a
Students,
universal
no, I
story.
get it.
Hate it.
But, between you and me and this counter, I'd say that's all just a pretext to get us out of the building.
And why would anyone want to do that?
To make others rich, of course. Property developers who are going to slice our institution up into shops, apartments, and office spaces, just like they've done with all the other buildings around the musical square.
There's just one problem. Even if I do manage to fix all the different parts of the mechanical orchestra, I still have to play the piano properly, and I haven't played piano since I left junior high. My mom bought me one when I was a kid, but it really wasn't my strong suit.
There's no need to worry. You don't need to be a virtuoso to activate the mechanism. The mechanical orchestra will come out if you play all the notes in the right order, regardless of the rhythm. You just need to know the basics of music reading.
I'd better get going then.
Quite. Good luck with the mechanisms, Fraulein.
I mean, it probably won't be very good if Kate's not very good, but... let's get out there. This, I was just saying that, story-wise, Kate is kind of the framework story for Dana's story. But this is very much the... this is in keeping with a lot of the themes of the Syberia series. That sort of... the decay of wonder, the last gasps of a beautiful place. that we saw a lot of in the first couple games. Not really the third game so much. But
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
yeah, admittedly, that's gorgeous. But yeah, I just feel like birds would carry off some of these gears. I guess that's why they're all in these little sealed kiosks. Excuse me, please. Alright,
I don't think they mentioned this code in the report.
yeah, they did.
Given the condition of that door, it should give way if I force it a bit.
Maybe I'm on the wrong. Maybe I'm at the wrong one.
Such an act is illegal.
Let's just hope that no police come by here.
Oscar all like, "That's illegal, Kate Walker. You can't do that." And Kate's all like, "Anything is legal if there's no police around." Let's see. So I think this is this one over here. And
Oh, it had to fall to me.
yeah. This is the one that was dirty and we never cleaned it.
Looks like a part is missing.
Okay, something's missing up here. Don't know what, but I don't think shoving my wallet in it is gonna help.
The connection between this mechanism and the other ones on the square seems to be operational. Something's wrong.
Alright, so I do need to find whatever piece is missing out of this. But let's go to the correct one.
An automaton musician. Looks exactly like Hans's style. Like at Borgstadt.
Hello, Saku. You've been around a lot lately. I'm glad to see you. Alright, we've got the code for this one. That is 1973. Alright, how is this supposed to look? There is, in fact, a little grip or something up here. Okay. So we flip back in time and take a look in here, and it is set up for CGDA. How do I...
Something's wrong.
Yeah, how do I move this? Oh, I see the problem. Okay, there we go. Or, wait, no, hold on. Oh, there we go, alright. Gotta do this. C... Ooh, where do I put... I forgot where I put this. C... Two squares up. Okay. And that's stuck in. That stays in there. It's 2 squares up, not 1. C, D. Can I? No, I didn't think I could do that. That's interesting. So, if I move this up here... I can bump this out of the way. Watching me mess with adventure... This is my home. This is my homeland I'm in. I love these kinds of adventure games. Okay. She needs to go all the way down. So... move this out of the way. Ah, shit. It's not long enough. Okay. Okay, so... But it is on the bottom. Oh, okay, hold on. How long are you? X. Okay, perfect. There you go. Okay. Uh-huh. D and then A. Well, in order to do that, I'm gonna have to move this out of the way. Move this 2 down. That 1 down. Alright, and now I should be able to, go. D. That goes, down here? Yep. Alright, and then A. Up. Engage. Put it in. There we go. Rotate. That should be the correct tuning.
Something's wrong.
What is the problem? 2 bottom up diagonally. Ah, this needs to go down 1. Right? Right. Okay. Wait. Who am I controlling right now? Dana. Alright, cool. Tuned.
Well played, Kate Walker. You seem to be on the right track to successfully completing the service the Rector asked of you.
Thanks, Oscar. But I still have to find the other mechanisms.
1 down, 4 to go. Wait a minute. Oh, thank you, camera.
Looks locked. I can't go in. I don't believe it. Because of that van, I can't get to the mechanism. I'll have to find a way to move it.
Give me a pencil. Where is a pencil? Hold on. Just a second while I, no, not that. Not that either. Pencil, okay. Paper, gotta write this down. Paper, here it is, journal. Oh, I haven't taken notes in this since, Strong Bad. Alright, 5, 1, 2, 3, 8, 8, 8, 3, 2, 1. And if you think I would have remembered that, you don't think right. Let's see if we can get somebody to come move this truck. Wait, this is a bicycle. Who are... The Music Academy is around here somewhere. Over here, I think. Yes. Anyway, yeah, adventure game puzzles are like... If I had a choice, this is what I would do. Like, full-time. I love playing other video games, I love playing RPGs and all, but my first love is adventure games. This sort of tedious, busy work bullshit gets me off. There we go.
Wagner Baufirma, Dietrich. Guten Tag.
Hello, excuse me, but your van's parked on the square and it's blocking the way. Would you mind moving it?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm with a client nearby. I'll move it right away.
Thank you.
Hey, we got somebody helpful! God, we actually called somebody who wants to help us! I don't think that's ever happened before. There he goes! People are actively helpful. Yeah, I know! Now we can get over here. Let's get Dana over here and see what's up with this. It's around the other side, Dana. I praised the camera angle cuts earlier, but I will admit, it is a little bit jarring. To suddenly zoom in and then immediately zoom back out. Okay, here we go. What's up, man?
Part of the mechanism was damaged, but I changed it. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order now.
Alright. We don't have the door code here. What's up with this mechanism? Oh my god!
Wow. I would hate to be the one who must tune this. This looks complex.
Oh, there are those little
What is
thingy
this?
down here. Okay. I would not have noticed that if I hadn't... Alright, that works. Well, let's see if we can just get the door open. Or maybe it's just 1973 again. Maybe they use the same password for everything. Ah, shit. Of course. Wait. Could it be 1937? This is the time period we're in. No.
If only it could be as quick every year.
Can we... Aha! We can. Oh, okay. So... If the wheel has 9... No, the wheel has 10 squares. The wheel has 10 spaces. What's on the back of 4? 8, right? So that's 8. The back of 2 would be 6. The back of 5 would be 0. Let me write this down. The back of 4, probably 8. Back of 2, I think, is 6. The back of 5 is probably 0. And the back of 3 is, if the back of 4 is 8, the back of 3 would be 7. Alright, let's try that. 8607. Wait. 4, 2, 5. Okay. Just making sure that it wasn't like a 6 or a 9 upside down anywhere in there. 8, 6, 0, 7. Not right. Alright, where am I making a misassumption? Where am I making a misassumption? Is it backwards? I don't think it would be backwards. No, it's not backwards. Alright. Alright, what assumption am I making that's incorrect here? How many turns does it take to get from 4 to 8? Right. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yes, of course it takes 4 turns to get from 4 to 8. Hold on, though. Imagine that we're on 0. 9 is not on the back. Neither is 1. I'm making the wrong assumption about, like, where the numbers would be. What would be on the back of 0? On the back of 0 would probably be 5. Is this an off by 1 counting issue? It could be. So that would be either, if I'm off by 1, it would be either 9, the opposite of 0 is 5. Alright, let me scribble this out, because I got the wrong idea. The opposite of 0 is 5. Okay, so The opposite of 0 is 5. The opposite of 4 is 9. The opposite of 2 is 7. The opposite of 0 is 5, so that's 0. And the opposite of 3 is 8. So let's try this. 9, 7. Oh, aha! Yes, thank you. I was just off by 1 on my count. Okay. I was like 1 minute short of, tearing out a piece of paper and rolling it up into a tube. So... Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's got shit spilled on it.
I wonder what it's supposed to represent.
No, I don't need the schematic. All I need is this. All I need is this. Right? Right? Jesus Christ. Let's do it line by line. Okay. Up top. Up top, this is closed. There's a hole missing. Wait a minute. There's a hole missing. Oh, it rotates. Yeah, we're gonna have to do this line by line. And close that valve. Alright, this is correct. This up here, this is correct now. Second line. What's it supposed to look like? There's a long bridge with an open register here. You can't rotate... Yeah, you can rotate this with them closed, but... We have to open these have to open these registers. Alright. That is correct. One, 2, 3, 4. And there's a closed register here and an open register here. I'm saying register. I don't know if that's actually correct. That's wrong. That's not quite right. None of these are quite right. If I close that register, it doesn't... Is it this one? No. Is this piece wrong? Maybe there's just nothing under this hole. Maybe there's just nothing under that, maybe there's no register there. Alright, but these are both open, so... hole there. That's closed. Don't worry about this. There we go. Okay. Well, now it looks right. I'm bothered by there being no register under here, but, oh well. Okay, down here, what is this supposed to look like? One hole here. Closed register there. Not that that means anything. These... I feel like none of these line up with what we saw in the past. Maybe this, here. And close this. Alright. And then down here, we have a whopping... 1, 2... Oh, wait a minute. This is actually fine. This is correct. Okay. That's this side done, I'm pretty sure. What about that little lever that's down here? Oh, we gotta set that back. Doesn't move.
It's locked.
It's locked. That unlocks this lever. Okay. Is that how it's supposed to be? Yes. Good. Alright, let's get the other side done. Oh, do we have to do anything over here? Hold up. Ah, we sure do. We have to manually close these. Same thing as before, let's just work from the top. Okay, swing it down. Come on. Oh, no. Do I have to do these in the right fucking order? From the bottom it is, then. You know, I was thinking... Before we got here, I was thinking... There haven't been that many puzzles in this game. Most of what there has been is... some minor puzzle. There was a box to open. But there haven't been that many puzzles in this game. And then they throw this shit at me, and I'm like, okay, baby! Hey, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Some of this shit is straight up missing? Yeah, I don't, Is this backwards? No, that can't be right. This is backwards. Fuck me! It's mirrored! Okay. 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 We're gonna do this shit. Alright. This is gonna take a lot of flipping back and forth. I apologize to any of y'all out there who have epilepsy. Alright. Up. Up. This one swings down, so... Up. Up. This one swings down. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Alright, that looks good. The next one goes downward. So I think this goes... This one doesn't go... This one can't go downward, can it? Not unless all the others move out of the way. Do all the others have to move out of the way? Wait, can I... It is actually physically not possible to move most of these unless you stop saying words and just move them. Oh, this... On the controller, this feels like ass. Hold on. Can I get the... Yeah. No. There we go. Okay, on the, on the controller, that feels really bad, so I'm doing this on, like, by hand on the mouse. This needs to make, like, a stair step, but obviously facing the other direction. Is it really obvious that it needs to face the other direction? Is it? Because... Can I instead... It does not move like that. Do you want me to replicate this like... Are you absolutely sure that this is what happens? No. That's wrong. That is wrong. Oh, God, I don't know what to do here. This one's a bitch. Alright, this probably needs to be up here, so... Let's get the conditions in play for this to come up. And then what? And then what do I do? Is it like that? It is like that. Alright, okay. No, I can do this. I can do this. If that goes down, this goes up. That's fine. This is also fine. This shit is screwed. But it can be unscrewed. What I need is now to... No, that needs to come down there before. Alright, that needs to come... Okay. No. There's not enough freedom of movement to do that. Is this right? This is not right. Because I need to... Alright, just move it up. Move this up. This comes up. Now what? Now that has to be down there. The one by the scuff mark. It can do that, though. And I think I'm done. I fucking think I'm done. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da da da. I think it all lines up. I think it all lines... It all lines up. Alright. Okay. Victory over the flute.
Half done. Let's see what's next.
I'm very proud of that. I'm very, very proud of that. It wasn't quite as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought I had to do it, like, mirrored, like, backwards. But I was wrong. Alright, this one is still missing a thingy. Gonna have to find that somewhere? Sir, are you alright? Okay. You just weren't animating, sir. I got concerned. How about this toolbox? Can I... No. Okay. Okay. Get that angle right, please.
Looks like they've tried to blend all these new shops into the original facades. Doesn't make it any less a tourist trap, though.
A little bit critical there, Kate, but I understand. Is that a fucking Starbucks?
That brand was everywhere in New York when I left. And now they've even got branches here.
Yeah, can I get a bread roll to jam in this mechanism? Yeah, why can't I come in here, actually?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Fräulein. What can I do for you?
How come the square is so well known?
Because of the mechanical orchestra there. It used to be quite the attraction. Every year, the Academy's best student would play along with it, as did renowned musicians from around the world.
I love how all these Germans are British.
Oh, that sounds intriguing. Is it scheduled to play today?
I'm afraid not. Several years back, the town council discussed computerizing it. But the plan never went through, and no one has ever heard its music since.
Do you know anything about the Wagen Music Academy?
It's the large building across the square there. It used to be quite renowned worldwide, actually.
But not anymore?
Well, from what I gather, hardly anyone studies there nowadays. I wouldn't be surprised if it were closed.
Well, what happened?
Budget cuts from the town council, I guess. The academy can't be very lucrative.
I see. There are a lot of tourists on the square.
Indeed. It attracts thousands of customers every year. A veritable boon for us retail shops.
And for the people of the town, too?
I wouldn't know about that. I live on the outskirts, as do most of the people. What with the rents being as high as they are here, you know?
Thank you. I should go now.
Gentrification
Auf Wiedersehen,
even
Fräulein.
here.
Come back again.
You can't even afford to live in your own town, man. Is that really a good price for the bread rolls? It's not his fault. He's a clerk. It's not his fault. Okay, he is Employee of the Month. It's still not his fault. You have to live somewhere. Alright, that's 1, 2 we've done. We're gonna have to get up at the clock tower eventually somehow. That's gonna be fun. And we still don't have... Is it maybe up in the, Central Pavilion? We need a knob or something.
Half done. Let's see what's next. I don't think I'll be able to open it directly.
Due to the computerization of the mechanical orchestra and the musical, playing the piano is forbidden.
I can't open it like this. It looks like it's been mechanically sealed.
And I'm not allowed to pull this. Okay. Nothing here, then. Maybe I'll go ask that guy and see if he knows anything about the missing piece. I don't see why he would, but I don't have a lot of other options. I kind of thought we would grab a bread roll and jam it in there, to be honest. No, those are just papers. That's just look around. We cannot take the mysterious, like, contrabassoon or whatever that is.
I already told you, I'm up to my ears. Come back and see me when you've managed... I already told you. Come back and see me when you've managed to activate the mechanical orchestra on the square.
I can be a dick sometimes. Yeah, sometimes, I say. There sure are a lot of broken bicycles around here. Oh my god, someone just left like 2 slices of cheesecake. Right there. They're right there, man. They're right there!
I've still got to activate the mechanisms mentioned in the report before leaving the square.
Alright, don't leave the square that way. Can't do anything over here. This alley is extraneous.
Looks locked. I can't go in.
It looks locked. Okay. You know who can go into the clock tower? Okay. Maybe not. There's 2 stations out here. Let's report in. Ask about the piano, maybe.
Come back and see me once you've got the reports from the 4 maintenance man.
4? we've got 1, 2. There was a dude over here. Four maintenance men. Repair the automatons and repair the mechanism in the clock tower. Well, Donna doesn't need to do those. But... clock tower. Which one of these buildings is the clock tower exactly? Because I've been thinking it's this green one. But I can't... yeah, that looks like the clock tower. So... this looks like... Dana won't go into the clock tower. What about this alleyway? Nothing. Alright, Kate, hit me with one of those tips of yours.
Any idea how we can get access to the tower, Oscar?
According to the report, Dana spoke to the maintenance man in charge of the machinery in the building next to the tower. She must have found a way of getting up there.
Okay, that was actually helpful, thank you. I don't feel... oh my god, you're levitating, sir. Sir, are you aware you're defying the laws of physics? My god, look at this man's confidence. He is just casually floating.
I was lucky there was only one part needed changing in this mechanism. If only it could be as quick every year. I was lucky there was only one part needed changing in this mechanism.
Europe is truly a land of amazing feats and conquests and fruit pies. Talked to the man in the building next to...
It's locked.
oh. That's not quite as exciting as I thought it would be. There's a key there, and... alright, well, let's see what's in here.
Hey, careful what you're doing here, right? Don't go and injure yourself or damage any of the material.
Wallace? I could deal with a bit of Wensleydale.
The spare parts for the automatons on the square.
There's an elevator, okay. Hi!
I just come down from the tower. You can tell Frau Beckman everything's in order up there. The mechanism's in perfect condition.
According to what the maintenance guy told Dana, there should be an access to the clock tower somewhere in the room.
It's in the Starbucks. That's why you can go in there.
According to the report, we can access the clock tower mechanism in this building, in what today must be the back room.
There is...
sorry, Oscar.
Ah, Fräulein. So, anything else I can help you with?
Well, I need to get to the back room of the shop.
This shop?
Yes, if you don't...
I'm sorry, but it's strictly forbidden to the public. Besides, why would anyone want to go back there?
Well, it seems that the back room has the only access to the clock tower, which is where I need to get.
I'm sorry, but it's against company rules. I can't allow it, Fräulein.
Okay, thanks anyway.
I don't blame him. Let's get all urbexy. And that's why there's an alley right here. Hey, if it's so against company policy, why is there a side door?
I should be able to get through it. If I can reach it.
Jump. Parkour, Kate! Parkour! No? Alright. If you can... You know, we hadn't shoved any blocks. Gotta do some block pushing. Careful with your knees, Kate. You need those. Oh, that's a camera angle.
Good. Now I just have to find the elevator to the clock tower.
Must I remind you that we are here illegally, Kate Walker? The employee will be very surprised to see you coming out of his back room.
According to the report, the elevator should be behind there. Let's hope it hasn't been walled up since.
I can actually see it from where we are, Kate.
There. Okay. Just need to clear the passageway.
That looks sharp. Careful. Okay, do I need to mash? I guess I'll try mashing. There we go. The employee is going to be very startled to hear one of the shelves moving itself out of the way. Hi, can I get in your back room? No, that's against company policy. Okay. Fuck yeah, Kate. Spider Kate. I make my own doors. Thank you.
I can't run the risk of missing something important by leaving now.
They're still magnificent, in spite of their age. I wonder how long it's been since they were activated.
Other side, I guess. I feel like it would be really obvious that Kate is up here. Like, we have got to be directly above at least part of the Starbucks, and they've got to hear us, right? Now, I guess we are in the next building over now. Oh, dear Lord.
Looks like I need to put that key in the mechanism to activate it.
I'll worry about this bullshit in a minute. What is this? Okay.
Oh, I've already checked over everything upstairs. There's no point you going up there.
Alright. I guess we guess! Let's just pull some levers! Engage key! No? Engage key! Yes. It's a giant Vorarlberg key, of course it is.
That's it for the engine. Now I should open those large doors.
Alright, that's gonna be on the other side. They didn't have to model all the tiny little pipes in the background, but they did. That's open.
Now. One more to go.
Now I just need to figure out one more. Oh, wait.
Looks like spare parts for automatons.
Yes. Excellent. Looks like I can't go out this way. I'm gonna have to go back out through the Starbucks. This is gonna be really awkward. Hey, man. Just doing that thing you said I couldn't do. Technically, I didn't go through the door this way, so... What are you gonna do? Shoot me? This isn't America. You don't have a gun. You're just gonna, like, socially shame me. And as an American, I am immune to shame. Wow, I wish that were true. I can just say shit. Wow. Okay. Can I go back out the window? No. Ahem. Pardon. Actually, can I go out the side door? Yeah. And he'll never know. Unless...
I'm sorry, but if you're not going to drink anything, I must ask you to leave.
The perfect crime! Remember, anything's legal as long as there's no police around. Now, what do you mean, fourth? Oh, right. I need to, put the piece in the slot, make the right connection. But be quick, you're racing the clock. Whoops, there goes perfection. We're good.
Right.
Open her up.
Okay. I think this is the last one.
That's right, Kate Walker. You have to go back and activate the piano on the square like the rector asked you.
Literally just thinking about that theme song this morning. I think about way too many 80s advertisements. They live in my head forever. And I hate that, because a lot of them are for brands that... Maybe the dongo doesn't seem to be working. Windows trips up, I think it's broken. Have you tried it with... Do you have to use the dongle? Is it not just a Bluetooth connection?
It looks like this wheel is designed to activate the piano's engine, thanks to the dynamo effect, Kate Walker.
Oh, the dynamo
I guess
effect,
I'm gonna have
okay.
to put my thinking cap on again.
I know exactly how that works. Use what? Okay. Crack that stuff open. Engage!
That doesn't work.
Right. Right. Guess let's lock these in place.
Poor little thing.
There is no need to get sentimental, Kate Walker. The automaton was made for a specific purpose. It has no notion of sentiment. Indeed, I would go as far to say that it was a basic monofunctional automaton, unlike some of us more evolved automatons, built to serve several purposes.
Broken.
Built to serve several purposes, are you, Oscar?
Wait, Kate Walker, I am a highly evolved automaton.
Yes, and built to serve several purposes. Off you go now.
I see. You still haven't lost any of your irritating habits, Kate Walker.
Look on the bright side, Oscar. Thanks to you, the piano works now.
Well, hurry up and make use of it like the rector said.
You don't technically have to breathe, Oscar. Why are you pausing so much? Oh well. Again, I'm sure that the keys are wrong on this performance, but... It won't pair? That's a shame. Get out here and see this, man. It's your one shot. It's the device.
Is Everything all right, Kate Walker?
It's the same. Exactly the same.
I beg your pardon?
The song I just played with the automatons, Vaughan's hymn, it's exactly the same melody as the one my mom's music box used to play. I used to listen to it all the time when I was a kid. We never did find out what it was.
And finding it today represents a major breakthrough, because?
Because it means that there must be a link between Vaughan, my mom, and probably Dana, too. Dana, who looks so much like me.
Ah, a family connection then.
I don't know, but it's possible. And you can be sure as hell that I'm gonna find out as soon as I've picked up Dana's trail again. Come on, Oscar. Our dear Mahler owes us a file.
Did I already mention how humiliating I think this is?
Oh, you did, Oscar. You did.
Kate's already wanted by the police, so what are they gonna do to her for playing the piano? Take Donna's file.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last.
At last what, though? At last...
Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Oh, no address here. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
Hey, can she just... Oh, they're closing down in a month, who cares? It is probably better that the file go with Kate than get shuttered or whatever with the Academy. Also, the camera changes do play havoc with the controls a little bit. That's nostalgic, too. That was a fun quest line. I feel like we had a goal and we accomplished the goal, which is one of the great fantasies of video games. The Bridge of Mist, huh? Alright. We can probably get a ride there. Where is the... there? No, this way. Let's go at least have a look at what the game is gonna want from us next. Donna's old house, Brick de Nebel. I like these little, transitory sequences, too. They can last as long as you want or as short as you want, but I always like to let them go a little bit to give me the sense of transition.
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay?
I'm having a conversation with my handbag. Do you mind? He didn't mind. Doesn't have good relations with his bags. Yeah. If you don't level up friendship with all your bags, you get the bad ending. I don't know what that would even mean. Any part of that. Bridge of the Myths.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20.
This doesn't help. Find out the latest news. I wonder how. Somebody will have a newspaper.
The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
How do you know that? Well, here's some painting supplies. Number 13. Number 15. Alright, so it'll probably be, if it's number 20, will be on that side of the street. This.
A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. A book about
Are we
Vaughan's
taking that?
history
No,
during
okay.
the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Is it a magazine about wallpaper? I think it is. Design Awards 2010. Wow, okay. If you have a niche interest, the world can accommodate. Another crashed bicycle? What's this? Looks like it wants water?
No.
It's a gumball machine? The hell is it? Cheap souvenir.
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaughan. Whoa! That's one shrill version of the Hymn of Vaughan.
Okay. Okay!
Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
Calling out retailers of love our bridge of mess outside it in. We, the undersigned, protest against council policy to turn Vaughan into a museum town by granting public funding uniquely for exterior renovation, with the aim of attracting as many low-cost chain stores as possible, to the detriment of homeowners. Yeah, it's gentrification. There will be nothing but pretty facades, hollow shells, and cheap souvenir shops. Telephone Angela Hegel. Can I do that? Um. Oh. 5, 1, 2, 4. Oh. 8, 9, 7, 1, 1. Can we go back and use the telephone, the one that's like deliberately marked not a public payphone? Which is fine, because Kate ain't paying for it. We're not going to have enough time to solve any puzzles in this part of the town anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and spend the last couple minutes of stream heading back, checking this out. Music Academy.
It's not the time to take the tram back. There's still a lot to do
Aww.
here.
Well, that sucks. Trouble with the tram, eh? Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I have not tripped the right flat flag for the tram. I can't trip the flat flag for the tram. Alright, anything at bridgeofmist.org as long as I'm here? Bridgeofmist.org. Nope, they don't have a web presence. I could try to email them, but, you know. Heck. Hello. Hello, Woodlings. I'm, just about done here tonight, but... What's this?
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere.
Uh-huh, okay. I guess I could go in. What is this place?
There's number 20. Dana's old house.
Oh, of course, it's a souvenir shop. Just kind of forgot to say... Oh, that's okay. I wasn't sure if, I wasn't sure. Find out the latest news of Vaughan. I'm going to stay on the street and look for that optional objective. No, she just turns around.
Now. There are still things to do here.
My brain tells me there's stuff to do. Who am I to argue with my brain? Alright. To all inhabitants of Vaughan, a severe storm is expected to hit the town. The municipality recommends everyone to remain at home with the shutters firmly shut and cancel or postpone any plans for going out. All cultural and outdoor activities, especially those on the Dumbra and the surrounding mountains, are prohibited for an extendable duration of 24 hours. Wow, it would be cool if they put, like, a, Might do the time you visited Tombstone. Do not recommend. Yeah, just get their pizza.
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana.
Anyway, here's the fascism.
In loving memory of all those who lost their lives that terrible night.
Dana on here? Don't know. I gotta warn folks that I am gonna be playing more depressing games because, well, I think they make the lighter games mean more, too.
Guten Tag, Fraulein.
Yeah, guten Tag to you too. I'm just gonna ignore you for a minute.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Vagen.
You need dark to show love. That is a very true statement. You're playing Salt. That's true. You are playing Salt and Shadow, and good luck with it, by the way. So far, you've tanked through just about everything that game has thrown at you, and I hope that continues.
Made in Vagen.
That's very nice. Snow Globy. Yeah. Balls and swans.
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Well, I don't think they asked you, kid. Didn't really consult with you on their interior decoration. Alright, let's have a chat, and then we'll put this aside for now. Wait a minute, it's the weekend. I don't need to be bound by the 2-hour mark.
Fraulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service.
Let's roll on for a bit. I don't need to be bound by the 2-hour mark.
Fraulein.
Yes, you have a wonderful choice here, Frau Heigl. Your shop is beautiful.
Thank you. All our souvenirs here are pieces of craftsmanship, as we like to say. All by local craftsmen. Do you wish to buy the souvenir, Fraulein?
Well, I'm actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here
Just
before
push
the
right through
war.
it.
I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No. My husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine.
You're pitching it hard, ma'am.
There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Vagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against Vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
There's been little chance before.
It's not quite like that.
Wow, look at that guy's
To
smile.
be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war here and there in the house.
Why
The
are we
successive
following
owners
this
didn't
guy?
want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Well, I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fräulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fräulein, I have a customer.
I
conjecture
completely...
that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker?
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely understand that she doesn't trust me, so,
It's right in Frau Heigel's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors.
Okay, do I need to break something or sneak?
Made in Vagen.
Like, what am I gonna have to get done here?
More gifts. I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Venture game protect. Look! There is an obstacle in my way, and I will overcome it.
If I could manage to draw Frau Heigel this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how?
Don't even think about it, Kate Walker. Haven't I already been damaged enough during your adventures?
Yeah, but on the other hand, it would be really funny. Okay, the shitty souvenir. That walk!
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir.
Kate's doing the excuse me, I have to get across this
there it
traffic.
is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Just walking like she has to hurry across traffic. That's great.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up.
Don't trust me? Well, fuck you. I'm gonna get up here anyway. Stomp, 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 stomp. Great, great. Stomp, stomp.
This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks. In remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Signed, Adam Z.
Adam Z, huh? Okay. Something to look for.
It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try not to break anything. Like, I don't actually want to make this woman's life hell. Okay, hold on. This is the wrong door. I wanted to check the other one. I'm just gonna open and close some doors.
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Vagan.
Yeah, 1945. Makes sense. Okay. That goes around there. Great, great. Stalled, stalled. I wonder how... Wait. Is this the same floor? No. Okay. Just very similar looking. Looking good, Kate. Looking good.
Nothing of interest in here.
Just gonna go through your toiletries. Oh my god, birds.
A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up.
Gotta get an axe.
Just what I needed.
Alright, so there is a photo of Dana down there. Check that out in a minute. Now I'm on this side. Here's another photo of Dana.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
Good, cool. Nothing written on it. Doesn't help. Alright, back downstairs, around to that shelving unit. Unless I can keep going upstairs. I can. But before I do, I'm gonna go down and check out that other photo. Great, great. Stop, stop, stop. Great, great. Don't mind me!
Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
Okay, according to the clock and the light, her room faced north. I'm not sure on that one. Okay. Maybe I'm not putting 2 and 2 together and getting 6, but... Determining the angle of the sunlight. Oh, by the time of day! Alright, that actually makes sense. Never mind. Objection withdrawn. Yeah, I was like, when the fuck is the sun in the north? And it doesn't matter when the sun is. What matters is the angle. You're right.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, One of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to
I
that
saw
third
that
bedroom.
bombed building, Kate. I don't know
Seeing as
about
you
this
failed
one.
to create a positive bond with Frau Hegel, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see.
Surely as the sun rises in the north, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the birth, ever just the same, ever just the same. It's all still the same. Nothing ever changed. 'Cause it's still the same. Oh boy, okay. Don't mind me, just turn myself invisible for 16 minutes. As is my superpower. Well, if you'll excuse me. Fire escape. Thought so. Okay, it's a cool fire escape, Kate, but it's not that...
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
I'm sorry. I just... Kate's all like, Chad, how do we feel about this? And Oscar's like, why are you referring to me that way, Kate Walker?
Better try something else.
So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
You know what? I bet we could get Oscar up there. Oscar, I need you to learn to fly. What am I looking for?
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
Yeah.
I conjecture that you are
We've...
probably right, Kate
Yeah.
Walker.
Just throw him up, yeah. I'm currently kind of stuck in look mode.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase.
You're right, those are bricked up. What about these? Also bricked up?
Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Do it, Kate. Jump
Indeed,
shot.
Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
You are a slinky, sinuous little beast now, Oscar. I just want you to know that.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down.
Come on, Kate. We're gonna get there eventually, right, Kate?
Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder.
Well, by a slinky beast, I mean, like, you could literally put him in both hands and use him as a slinky.
That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors.
Okay, let's just
The third
bowl
floor
him up.
stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
Oscar would probably get damaged if we threw him, but... Yep. Use the drain pipe, Oscar.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As
Get
you're
in those
so
lips.
light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
Try to do it without sacrificing yourself this
Climb
time.
up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Oh good, we get an Oscar's eye view.
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Oh no, your ass is too fat. Your fat, fat
Oscar,
ass
I'm coming.
is stuck. I just want to take a moment to appreciate how sad this is.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Believe me, we squirrels are disgraced too, Oscar.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar!
Oh, I am Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
This is all just a glorified QuickTime event, but I'm...
That useless body. Now I must find another way.
all kind of a glorified QuickTime event, but I'm enjoying the goofiness of it.
And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
Stop and watch the tram go by, sure.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker, I'm going to need you again.
Pigeon detected in
How am I supposed
path.
to get rid of that pigeon?
Obstruction! Obstruction! Ah, yes. Bung a rock at it. The universal solution.
I can't throw it at the pigeon, but Maybe I can use it some other way.
No, why the hell can't you throw it at the pigeon?
Made our point, I guess. Now, maybe this body will be useful in the end.
Whoop. He is a slinky. What rolls down pit? No, that's locked. Alright, and we need a Vorarlberg key. Oscar, can you do this without somehow managing to kill yourself? Cool. Okay. I genuinely thought he was going to be like, "Oh, Kate Walker, I must use a Vorarlberg key to open this staircase. Farewell, I'll use the one inside of me." Ugh!
Locked, of course.
Where's the fucking rock?
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2,
how?
3.
Alright, we've broken a window, but technically it's not in her shop.
Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton?
You know, Oscar, the less dignity you have, the funnier you
Really?
get.
If Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far."
Now get back in my inventory.
Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge.
I don't think I'm topping that tonight, actually. I think we're good. I think we're good for now. We will come back and tomorrow resume the search for Dana. That was fun. I enjoyed the heck out of that. I gotta be honest, I'm gonna miss Syberia when it's done, but I think I very much am going to end up picking up fuck. The remake of the game that they... A marathon. Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna end up picking up Amazon. Thank you. There's nobody on that I care to raid right now, so I am simply going to release you folk into the ether. May you, I don't know, may you have minty fresh breath, and also minty fresh breath, I guess. I don't know. I need something to sign off with. Good night, everybody.